a leader for the Jewish people. He is not going to take them into the land of Israel, so we need a new Jewish leader. Which God then says, yes, it will be Joshua, and do whatever's, what will be necessary to make him the leader. Okay, now we continue. Okay. And Hashem spoke to Moshe saying, Tzavas ben Israel, command the children of Israel, Marta Alehem, and say to them, it's Karbani, my offering, Lachmi, is my bread, Liishai, my fire offering, Reach Nichayach, it is a satisfying spirit or fragrance, if you will. Tishmeru, Lakriv Libamayda, you shall guard and heed, and to offer it in its appointed time, which is holidays. This is about the holidays now. It's about the offerings for the holidays. Okay.
We've already given him the desert.
Yeah, no, we weren't told about. This is where we have the holiday offerings. Okay. Oh, okay, we'll see. All right. So Rashi, very interesting Rashi. Tzavas ben Israel, commanded children of Israel, Ma'omer Lamaila. So it's speaking about offerings. Who brings the offerings? The Kohanim. But yet it's not speaking to the Kohanim like in Parshas Tzav. It says Tzav Zarei and his children. There it says command his Aaron and his children, who are the ones who are the Kohanim, the priests who bring the offerings. But here it says command the children of Israel. Why? So Rashi's bothered by that. Therefore he says, what does it say above? Yifkad Hashem. God says Moshe to God, God of spirits of all flesh, appoint a leader. So Amalai Kadosh Baruch Hu, so the Holy One, blessed be Him, God said to him, you're commanding me that I should take, about my children. In other words, that I should appoint a leader. Tzave has been Banai Alai, command my children about me. In other words, tell them what they should do for me. Mashal, this is a metaphor. The Bas Melech, a daughter of a king, Shahaisan, if there's been Olam, who was departing from the world, who was dying. Right? Who's in the metaphor? Who's the daughter of the king? Is Moshe, passing away, right? She instructed her husband. That's Moshe instructing God, Al-Baneha, regarding her children. As it says in the Sifri. It's an amazing sikha that I just went over. But we're not going to go through it now. Karbani, my offerings, Adam, what's my offering? Is the blood. Lachmi, my food, Elamurim, these are the parts that go on the altar of the meat that goes on the altar. Similarly, it says that the kohen shall have them smoke on the altar, that there's a food of the fire. Lishai, for my fires, Anitan Lishai means bechi, that are given on the fires of my altar. Tishmeru, you shall heed. You shall heed this. That the Kohanim, the priests, the Levites, and the Israelites should be standing over it. From here we learn, seek the Ma'amades, that they instituted what's called watches. Ma'amades, watches that, each group of Kohanim, that they had their responsibility, their watch that they had to take care of. And its appointed time, on every day, is the appointed time of the continual offering, right? The daily offering. Yeah. So first we start with daily. Yeah, but I mean, it's a point of time. And I said it was the holidays. I mean, it will bring out the holidays, but this is even the daily offerings that have to be brought. Otherwise, still the 40th year, there was no command to bring daily offerings. Right now they're going into the land of Israel, so now they're giving that command.
In the sacrifice in the desert.
Not on a daily basis. No, no, no. Excuse me. Matalahem, and say to them, say Yisha, this is a fire offering. I should talk to you that you should offer La Hashem to God, Kvosim b'nei Shana, a lamb that is in the first year, Tamimim that is unblemished. Shnaim liyom, 2 per day. Eila samid is a Eila burnt offering, continual burnt offering, meaning it's a daily burnt offering, right? So 2, right, for the day. Rashi in number 3. Vartalam, and you should say to them, Azar Lebeistin, who are you saying this to? Who's them? So it means to the court. Others, the court has the responsibility to make sure that there is a daily offering. Shnaim liyom, 2 per day. Kipshute, that means simple, right? But the fact that it's being written here comes to teach us nishchotim, that the continual offering should be slaughtered, keneged hayoim, opposite the sun. Tamid shel shachar, continual offering in the morning, but Marav is in the west, where the rising of the sun rays fall. Right, it rises in the east, so it falls on the west. Shel ben Arbaim, and continual offering in the evening, Bizrach Shel Bas, is on the east of the rings. Because of the sun setting on the west. Yeah. Number 4. So we said 2 per day. So now the verse gives details. And the lamb, 1 lamb you shall make in the morning. And the second lamb, you should do it in the afternoon. Rashi in number 4. 1 lamb, although it already has been said, but Parshas not to Tzava, we have that. So maybe maybe they already had. Yeah, that's right, we had there. I don't know what I'm thinking. Asher said that you shall do. That was a command. That was for the days of inauguration. Chansivan here, it's a command ladators for future generations. Right. So in other words, that was for, remember we had in Parshas Tzav was the inauguration, the 7 days prior to the 8th day, which the 8th day was Rosh Chodesh Nisan of the 2nd year, when the inauguration of the tabernacle, of the Mishkan, and of the altar. So that was for then only. Now this is for future generations. Okay. Number 5. A seer is a ephah and a tenth of an ephah, mincha, of fine flour for the mincha, the meal offering. Belula mixed bishemen with oil, kosis that is crushed. Revisayin, a quarter of ahin. Rashi says minchas nitzachim. This is a meal offering of the libations it's an accompaniment to the offering, to the sacrifice. Huh?
Flour. So
Yeah, it was put on, part of it was put on the altar. Yeah. Yeah. Number 6, Eilas Samid, a continual burnt offering at Sea Bahar Sinai that was made at Mount Sinai. L'reich nichayach, that is a pleasant fragrance. Yishe Allah Hashem, a fire offering to God. Rashi. Well, so what's the idea here? So Har Sinai. We're not at Har Sinai anymore. We're 40 years since Har Sinai, Mount Sinai, right? What's the point over here? So Rashi says, Har Sinai, they were performed in Mount Sinai, like those that were done, the continual offerings that were performed in the days of inauguration, right? The 7 days that was before, Rosh Chodesh, as we pointed out, right? An alternative explanation why it says Vasuya Bar Sinai that was performed Mount Sinai. This compares the continual burnt offering, La'elis Har Sinai, to the burnt offerings of Mount Sinai. Those that were offered before the giving of the Torah. That it says V'yasim Agonais, that the blood, half of the blood, was placed in basins. Malamed, this compares it to teach us that you need a vessel to catch the blood. Just like there it said, right? Right. And before Mount Sinai, it was done in such a manner. So likewise, these offerings also have to be done with a basin that the blood has to be poured into in order to put onto the altar. Right? That's part of the service, in other words. Verse number 7. Aniskai and its libation, Rivisayin, is a quarter of a hin, for one lamb. Bakaidish, that is holy. Hasech nesach sheichar laHashem. It's a libation, a strong sheichar wine to Hashem. Rashi, Beniskai, the libation is referring to yayin, to wine. Bakaidish hasech, and it shall be a holy offering. Al hamizbeach niznaschu. What makes it holy? Because you're putting it on the altar. Now, this wine is going on the altar. Nesach sheichar, it is a strong libation. Yain hamishake, it's wine that can intoxicate. Now, there's a strong wine. Prat liyain megite, which excludes wine from the wine press. Right. In other words, it hasn't fermented yet. Right. It's more like grape juice. That excludes that's not a fitting offering on the altar. Okay. 8. That's okay. So and also, and the second lamb, Tasa, you shall do ben arbaim in the afternoon. Kimin chasabayker, like the meal offering of the morning, ukaniskoi, and its libation, tase, you shall do, in other words, for the second one in the afternoon, it is a fire offering that is a pleasant fragrance to God. Rashi, what does it mean that it's a pleasant fragrance? It means you gratify me because I spoke and I said to do, and you did it. Well, I mean, this is in the replacement of davening. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Number 9. So that's the daily offering. Now comes Shabbos. There's going to be a Shabbos offering. Shabbos, and on the day of Shabbos, 2 lambs, b'nei shana, in the year, tmimim, that are unblemished, that are complete and pure, u'shnei yisreinim, and 2 tenths of an ephah.
The difference is 1/10 of an ephah.
Right. Shabbos here double. Right. You eat double, so you offer a double here. Right. 2 tenths of an ephah, and 2 tenths of fine flour. Mincha, that is a meal offering, blula, that is mixed bishemen with oil, veniskoi, and its libation. Eilas Shabbos, a burnt offering on Shabbos, bishabbatai, in its Shabbos, meaning every Shabbos, right? Al eilas hatamid, in addition, al means in addition, eilas tamid, in addition to the burnt offering, veniska, and its libation. Sorry, you had a question?
Yeah, so they got the flame. They got it from where?
We're not speaking. We didn't speak about it, so we're not going to talk about it. Okay, verse doesn't say, right?
Yes.
We learned it, I think, in Parshas Tzav, if I recall, but that's not, it doesn't mention, so we're going to leave it. Okay. Oila Shabbos b'Shabbatai, an oila offering of a Shabbos on its Shabbos. What does it mean? Oila Shabbos, but not an oila offering of one Shabbos b'Shabbos acheris on another Shabbos. So if you're in a situation that you do not bring the oila offering b'Shabbosu in one Shabbos, Shemeyani, I understand from this, Yakdim Shtayim, that you should offer 2 oila offering the Shabbos Haba, the following Shabbos. Talmud Leimer b'Shabbatay, so it comes the Torah to teach us otherwise, that it has to be on its Shabbos. Magid Shim Avar Yomei Balto Karbonai, that if the day passed, then the offering is canceled. Right? In other words, it has to be the offering of Shabbos on its Shabbos, not, let's say, whatever, something happened in the Holy Temple and they couldn't bring this Shabbos, or they didn't bring last Shabbos. So now you have a makeup, and this coming Shabbos you're going to bring 2. No, the verse says that it's Shabbos in of its Shabbos. Only the Shabbos that is the one that you're bringing is the obligation. Meaning, if over Yaimai, the day passed, Batal Karbonai, the offering is nullified, meaning, right, you can't do it. Huh? Like any positive commandment, if you didn't say Shema today on time, it's past. You can't do it anymore. Exactly. Next Rashi. Alayla Satamid, in addition to the continual offering, Ela Musafim, these are the added ones. Musafim means addition. And besides the 2 sheep that is done daily, right? Shel Oilas Tamid, that is a continual daily offering. Magi, this tells us, Kravim Ella ben Shnei Hatmidim, that they're offered only between the 2 continual offerings of the morning and the afternoon. In other words, the musaf, just like we have a musaf between the morning prayer and the afternoon prayer. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Because the additional offering that is brought on Shabbos is on top, in between, in other words, the 2 daily offerings.
That's how we do this sometimes on Shabbos after we do it here.
We do it every week.
Every Shabbos we do that.
We do musaf, of course. Page 234, right? But the point over here is we have a daily offering. When's the daily offering? In the morning and in the afternoon. So maybe musaf should be after the second offering in the day, in the afternoon. No. Since it's telling us here the offering is between Al Ilas Hatami. Okay. It doesn't say in addition to the two offerings, it's in addition to the one offering. So it means it comes after the one offering, meaning after the morning offering comes the Musaf offering. If it would have said in addition to the offerings plural, so then it would be after the second edition, which would be after in the afternoon. After mincha, we would do musaf, right? But that's not what the words say. That's the exactingness of the language. Yeah. Verse 11. Right. Okay, so we finished with Shabbos, right? Now we're going to Rosh Chodesh, yes. And for the heads of the months, the beginning of the months, Takrivu, you shall bring Ela La Hashem, an offering, a burnt offering to Hashem, Parim b'nei Bakar, two young bullocks, Shnayim, two of them, Ayal Echad, and one ram, Kvos b'nei Shana, Shiva Tmimim, and seven lambs of the first year unblemished, Shloish Esrainim, and 3/10 of soilus of fine flour, mincha that is a meal offering, blula that is mixed with shemen with oil, a parechad for one bull, ushnei esrainim, and 2/10 of soilus mincha of fine flour for the mincha offering, blula that's mixed with shemen, la'ayal echad for the ram, with one ram. Yeah. Shloisha Esrainim Kamishvan Niskei Par Shekin Nehem Tzuvim Parshas Nesachim. So this is a libation that's brought with the bull, right? 3/10. Yeah. Visarain, a tenth of an ephah, seilus mincha of fine flour for the mincha, for the meal offering, b'shemen that is belula b'shemen that's mixed with oil, a kevis echad for one lamb. Eila reach, it is a burnt offering, reach nichayach, a pleasant fragrance, ishe, a fire offering la Hashem, v'niskeihem, and their libations, chetzi ahin, is half a hin, lapar, for the bull, ushlishi sahin, and a third of a hin, la'ayel, for the ram, rebi sahin, and a quarter of a hin, a kevis, to the kevis, to the lamb, yayin, that is wine, right? This is we're speaking of libation here, is of wine. Elas chaydish. This is the burnt offering for the month, the chadshay in its month, chadshay shana for the months of the year. So elas chaydish v'chadshay. This is the burnt offering of each new month in its month. However, if you pass over and don't do it on its day, it is canceled the offering and you don't make it up. Okay. 15. Final verse for today. Osir Yizim, and a male goat, Echad one, a chatas for a sin offering. La Hashem to Hashem, Alaylas Tamid, Yaseh v'niskei. Over, in addition to the burnt continual offering, Yaseh, you should do v'niskei and its libation. Rashi. Sirizim, a male goat, Kol Hamusafim, all the he goats of the Musaf offering, Boy and come to atone Al Tumas Mikdash Vikad Oshov for the impurities of the base of Mikdash and the sacred objects. Right? In other words, if you came there impure, used a vessel when you were impure, right? So this is an offering for that sin. Hakol Shvus, as everything explained in the tractate of Shvus, Ben Ishtana Sir Rosh Chodesh. And the he goat of the first of the month is treated differently in the Torah from those of the festivals. Shneimar Ba'ala Hashem, because it says it's an offering to Hashem, a sin offering to God. Lamentcha, this is to teach you, Shmechaper al Shein Vayidiyah, and it atones for one who does not have awareness. This atones for one who does not have any awareness, not neither in the beginning nor in the end. He doesn't recognize that he sinned, but God himself alone. So this is what this is coming, right? That you don't even know that you were impure and maybe made something impure, right? And may not even recognize it, but God knows. And therefore, this offering is brought for that. And the he goats are derived from it. Um, and we learn the other he goats are derived from it. In other words, the he goats are sin offerings on the festivals derived from the purpose of the he goat of the first of the month. So similar, right? Davar, a midrash. What is the midrashic explanation? Amar Kodesh Baruch Hu, God said, "Haviu kapara alai, bring an atonement for me, because I reduced the size of the moon." Oh, we mentioned that today in the Chassidus class. We need to see the Rebbe Sikha on this. Okay, Allah is Tamid Yaseh. In addition, continual offering shall be made. It refers to Kol Korban Azeh, this entire offering. V'niska and its libation. And v'niska misaval libation is not referred to the higot she'in and sachin lechatas because there's no libation for the sin offering, but it's in reference not to sin offering but to the additional musaf offering. Okay. Baruch Hashem. We got that. And all right, we'll see you soon. Bye, Tanya. Thank you, folks.